Okay, so what I've done is I've melted the wet rod all the way around the bottom piece, because this piece broke into two pieces, this part and this part. So the bottom piece has now been welded in pretty tight. Number one goal, remember, was just to push that plastic in as far as you can to make sure it melts in there so it creates a good bond. So now we're going to focus on the upper piece, and you can kind of see the little crack that's developed. It's kind of a crooked crack. It's higher on this side, lower on the other side. In fact, I almost touched it a little bit on the other side with the original lower piece welding, but that's okay. We can always melt it, reinforce it, add more. So first things first, we're gonna melt our little crease. Just not too much, just enough to give us that gap we need. And here we go. Now I'm wearing eye protection while doing this because the smoke is really bad for you. You don't want to get it in your eyes. You also don't want to breathe it, so I kind of keep my head to the side whenever I can. So you can see how I'm just kind of pushing it in and working it. Nice thing about this, if you don't do it right, you can always remelt it and reform it until you like it. In this case, since the two cracks are so close to each other, I'm going to end up turning two welds into one weld eventually. I'm going to start with the crack and then just kind of fill in the blanks. You want it to be nice and reinforced. You want it to last. Of course, if it ever breaks again, just repeat the process again. It's cheaper than buying a new part.